Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Lindsay and I'm glad you're here. So normally I stick to drugstore or more affordable brands, but Tarte recently had a sale where you could bundle together 6 items and get them for a really big discount. And since Tarte is a really iconic brand and I've never really tried anything from them, but there's lots of things that people talk about, like the Shape Tape concealer. So I figured this was the perfect time to get like a full face of makeup from them and give it a go. So today we're going to do a full face of first impressions. So here's everything that I got. Let's dive in. To start off, I'm gonna use the Tarte Quench Hydrating Primer. I actually got this little mini one in an Ipsy bag and I've used it a few times, but not recently, so I can't really remember how I felt about it. But I figured since we're doing everything else Tarte that I might as well break this one out. It's a really light gel primer. Definitely does feel hydrating, which is nice because my skin is not the happiest today. Okay, primer on. So we're just gonna dive right in with the complexion products. This is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Face Tape Foundation. I got shade 16N, which is a fair light neutral. This says that it's full coverage, it has a natural matte finish, stays for 12 hours, transfer proof, waterproof, sweat proof, all those good things. So I feel like this is gonna be pretty intense, but I'm excited to try it. I actually don't know when the last time I wore a full coverage foundation was. The container is plastic and it sounds plasticky. Would have thought that it would be glass, but it's fine. It does come with a pump, which is nice. Just do like a pump and a half. I usually like to just kind of spread it on. Oh, that looks a little light. I just put self tanner on last night, so I usually like to kind of spread it around on my face a little bit and then blend it in just to like make it go on easier. I learned that from Rose and Ben Beauty on Instagram and I've just been doing it ever since then. Holy cow, this questionable shade match for my self tanner. Oh no. I'm just gonna blend it with my little elf stippling brush. This is thick. I am hoping that this will shade match my skin a little better. Otherwise, I'm just gonna wait and film this when my self tanner wears off because holy cow. Okay, it's on. Definitely not my best shade match, but arguably not my worst either. So one of the products I did get was a bronzer, so we'll be able to warm the face up a little bit. I will say that since this foundation is waterproof, smudge proof, all that, when I was blending, I like brushed my eyeball with the brush and then I got some of the foundation on my contact lens and I cannot get it off. It is definitely full coverage. It really looks like there's a lot of product on the skin. So I'm gonna take a damp blender and just kind of like, just press it in the areas that, well, all the areas. I feel like this helps remove any extra product and also presses the foundation into your skin better. And if you use a setting spray, it also just helps it last longer, not crease and all that. Okay, that's better. I'm actually really impressed with this finish. Like with any heavy makeup look, you probably shouldn't look too closely in the mirror because it looks kind of cakey, but from here on the camera, it looks really good, but I'll zoom in. Hello, so here is a little closer. My skin is looking pretty flawless. I'm impressed. I feel like it melted into my skin and kind of like matched my skin tone better. Okay, next up, let's warm the complexion up a little bit. This is the Tarte C Breezy Cream Bronzer. The shade is Seychelles, but it's spelled really different. Maybe it's supposed to be like Seychelles or I don't know. Ooh, I really love this packaging. It's oval and it's like a satin, I mean, it's still plastic, but it's like a satin finish. Oh, it's nice. Here it is. Oh, it comes with a little mirror too. Cute. Since this is a cream bronzer, I'm just going to apply it and blend it with my finger because who has time for a million brushes? Okay, this is really silky and creamy. I'm excited to see how it blends on the skin. I just put a lot on my finger, so hopefully good. Oh, it's definitely super warm toned. The little baby hairs right here are the bane of my blush bronzer existence. Okay, this blends beautifully. It just melts into the skin so nicely. Oh my gosh. That was so easy. Oh, I love that. Loving this bronzer. It is so pretty. It looks so natural, and it seriously just like melted in and blended in so nicely. And I built it up a little more over here. I think I'm gonna do that on this side as well. Really happy with it. Now, I didn't get any blush, so I'm just gonna go for a really bronzed look today. So I put it across my nose for the sunburn chic look, but I'm gonna blend this in a little bit. I just wanted to show you that warming my face up a little bit more. Okay, onto eyes, which is arguably my favorite part. I got this Tarte Quick Stick, which is a waterproof shadow and liner combination. Seems like it's dual-ended, and there's a shadow stick and a finer tipped liner on the other side. It's supposed to be waterproof too. I got this in shade Rose Gold Luster and Brown. Here she is. I'm gonna start with the shadow thicker side. I'm just gonna kind of put that all over my lid, and then I will further define it with a liner. Oh, the shadow stick is really shimmery, really pretty. This is a super natural color, wow. But it's real creamy. I feel like it doesn't show up on my skin tone that much, but there is a bit of a shimmer there, so let's blend it. I don't know about you, but I feel like I can't see it at all. This rose gold shade is really pretty, but maybe just not the best for my skin tone. Like it kind of just blended away. If I bring it out here, you can see it a bit better. Something like that. Super subtle. So now let's try the liner side. It's this really fine tip here. Oh, that's pigmented, okay. My fingers are a little too thick to blend that with my fingertip. So I'm gonna use this kind of angled liner brush here and just soften the line. We'll do a really soft kind of wing thing here. Because this is super creamy, it blends really easily. In fact, be careful not to blend it too much. It will disappear. We're all about full transparency here. Things got a little weird when I over smudged this side, so I'm just gonna touch it up with a little bit of that foundation. But here you go, reviews from a regular person, not a beauty guru. I make frequent mistakes and then have to live with them. Okay, moving along is the Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Mascara. Says it's a push-up bra for your lashes, so I'm not gonna curl them. What's the point of wearing 2 push-up bras? Volumizes, lengthens, and curls. 24-hour smudge-proof, flake-free wear. This packaging, oh, this is so weird. It's like an snake skin bag style. It's a choice. It's interesting. Okay, can't wait to show you my putting on mascara face. I like the brush. I don't like hourglass shaped brushes. They just do not work for me. Ooh, she is powerful, if not a little bit clumpy. Wow, check that difference. Hope you can see it okay. Here's the mascara side. No mascara side. It's pretty good. It's like a subtle set of false lashes. I want to put it on the bottom too. Okay, I think I love this mascara. Thought the packaging was a little bit gaudy. It's not like the most comfortable packaging to hold on to, but like I feel like this looks really good. This looks really good. My lashes have just tons of volume. They look like dense and full. They're not just long, you know? And this formula is really black. Love that. 2 more products. Up next is a lip product. I have foundation lips right now, so I'm gonna wipe that off. Truly few things show off how dry your lips are than crusty foundation dried on them. Okay, this is, I'm gonna say this wrong. Maracuja? 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 Juicy Lip in shade Grapefruit. I think this is a button. It is a button. You click it like a pen and out comes the product. So don't click it too many times because it seems like you can't put it back away. Let's try it on. This is definitely juicy looking. It's quite glossy. It's not wildly pigmented. Pretty subtle. It is really thick and it feels super moisturizing though. It smells kind of vanilla-y, like really sweet and nice. I would be worried about throwing this in my bag because I don't want the button to get clicked during travel and then have it just like smash up into the cap. Honestly, I was hoping this would be more pigmented. You know, it doesn't call itself a lipstick, lip gloss, lip tint, or anything like that. This kind of feels like a tinted balm to me, really. So I like it. It's nice. It definitely works for like a more subtle day-to-day look, but if you're wanting something bright and bold, this one's probably not it. But this does feel really comfortable on the lips. It does feel really moisturizing. I just wish I got a little bit more of the color that they show on the swatch there. Okay, and the final thing is the Shape Tape Stay Spray. Shape Tape Stay Spray. Shape Tape Stay Spray. Which claims to lock makeup in place for 16 hours, be transfer proof, weightless, and microfine with cucumber and aloe extract to refresh and soothe. It's 3 p.m. right now, so I will not be wearing this makeup for 16 more hours, but I will check in tonight before I take it off. This is a nice big bottle. We'll shake that up. Oh yeah, super fine mist, smells really nice and refreshing. Okay, I think it's pretty much dry now. My face does not feel crunchy, crusty, or dry. It's a very cute dog outside my window right now. I have my full face of Tarte on, feeling pretty good. I didn't really know what to expect from a full coverage foundation because I haven't used one in so long. I was expecting it to be like super thick and cakey, but I actually am loving how natural my skin looks. The shade match was very questionable at first, but we made it work. So if this holds up throughout the day as well as they claim that it does, especially because I didn't use any setting powder, just setting spray, that would be insane. Really enjoying how this looks on my skin. I also want to say that even though it's a full coverage foundation, my face doesn't feel heavy or cakey. In fact, what feels the like thickest is definitely the shadow stick on my eyelids. For some reason, I feel like I can really feel it up there, but I also kind of layered a lot on because I wanted it to show up better. So the bronzer, absolute yes. It's just so creamy and blendable, and I built it up and it just melted into my skin so nicely. And the packaging is very satisfying. Yes, bronzer 100%. Shadow stick was okay. I like that it's dual-ended. It's pretty handy. It'd be nice for like throwing in your bag for travel or whatever. But I have some shadow sticks from the drugstore, e.l.f., that are much better, much more pigmented. They don't blend away. It might just be the shade that I got, this rose gold shade. Just might not work with my skin tone. The dark liner worked really well. I love that it can be really sharp and defined, or you can blend it out. It does blend like crazy. When I was blending this wing, I like accidentally swiped and brought it like all the way out, which is why I did a little fixing up with the foundation. So this is nice. I don't really know if it would be worth like the luxury price tag. The mascara, yes. Yes, absolutely. My lashes look so plush and defined and full. Packaging it's weird. It's pretty weird, but I'm really liking the formula, so I'll let it slide. This is a good one. The Juicy Lip, I feel like I said what I need to say about this one. Not so sure about the clicker for travel. Wish it was a little more pigmented, and I would totally try the other colors. I did get Grapefruit, which I understand can be kind of like an orangey nude, so maybe the darker colors would show up well. So I like the formula, but I'm not so sure about how sheer it is, and I don't know if it's just the color that I got. And last but not least, the setting spray passed the first test of misting instead of just shooting me in the eyeball. It smells really fresh and clean. I like that it's a big bottle, But that's it. I got 6 things in the kit, so that was all 6 of them. Forgot to mention the hydrating primer. I really like it, but it doesn't really like blur your pores or anything. It's just hydrating, smooths your skin. But I didn't get this in the kit. It's from Ipsy, so. And that's everything. I'm going to go ahead and do a wear test, so I'll check back in a few hours once the sun has gone down and the lighting is really bad. I'm just popping back in to say the foundation in my hair is incredible. If you want to make yourself look slightly balder, blend your foundation poorly into your hairline. Pro tip. Hello again. I figured I would just check in because it's the end of the day. It is now 9 o'clock, so I've had this makeup on for a good while. The lippy totally gone. Makes sense. I ate dinner. I was drinking out of my water bottle. The liner is still looking pretty crisp. The foundation definitely looks fine on camera or from a little farther away, but once you start getting close, definitely looks a little cakey. Like it's really settled onto like the peach fuzz on my face. But I'm actually really impressed at how little it creased, seeing as I didn't use a setting powder at all. I have a little bit of creasing underneath my eyes and around my mouth, but I've had concealers and foundations that creased worse than this with setting powder and with setting spray. So this has held up pretty well. The mascara hasn't flaked off under my eyes at all, even though I was like sticking my head in the hot oven. I will say that you can see the rose gold of the eyeshadow a little more like in real life than you can on the camera. Overall, I'm super impressed with this full face of Tarte makeup. I'm definitely going to be using these things regularly, especially the mascara and the bronzer. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these products down below in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.